All right, I've added Delaware and New Jersey to the map, so getting closer to hitting all the lower states. Stop! Don't use that! Copyright infringement! We don't want that! Morning, YouTube. Well, today's another memory lane kind of thing. 4th of July weekend, 1969. My family was camping on some land my dad and his friends owned in the southern tier and of New York. And I was listening to WKBW radio out of Buffalo. It's a clear channel station, so you could hear it all over the Northeast. Clear channel, for those who don't know, means that there were no other stations on that or close to that, so it could be broadcast over a large range. Anyway, I heard an ad for a music festival that sounded pretty cool. They listed off a mess of people that were going to be there, and I asked my folks if I could go. I was 16 and a half. I thought I was pretty responsible, should be able to go to this music concert. And they said no. And I actually thought about running away to go see it, but being a good boy, I didn't. And if I had, I would have ended up in that field behind me. From August 15th to the 18th of 1969, there were 400,000 people in that field. That's right. 49 years late, but I'm at the site of Woodstock. Sort of cool. I'm here on a Monday and on the end of April, and the museum's only open Thursdays through Sundays at this time. I wait till the 1st of May, it'll be open 7 days a week, but I can't. So, but look around a little bit, see what I can see. Not much, but with it being closed. Stage was down here. And behind that house and barn, there's the pond where everybody went swimming and cleaned up. And way up there would have been where the various vendors and such were. So these rocks, this is where the stage was. So imagine 400,000 people covering that hillside. All right, well, I came back to the Bethel Woods Performing Arts Center and to visit the museum about Woodstock, the art festival. So let's go on in and take a look. So the 60s. I was 7 when Kennedy was elected. 10 when he was assassinated. 67 was when I went to high school and became politically aware. So here inside the museum, there's all kinds of information about Woodstock. I am not going to try to recap it all for you. You probably, if you know, everybody knows about the Woodstock and the concert. You've probably seen the movie. Obviously, you've probably heard the music or have heard music that was influenced by what was going on back then. For me, it's sort of a personal pilgrimage to come here and actually be in a place that I wanted to be 49 years ago. So there's something planned for next year for the 50th. I don't know what it is, but I am definitely going to be keeping my ears to the ground. So with seeing buses like this in the movie, it was the seed to why I converted a school bus and now traveling the country and living in it. So the only lottery I ever won by not winning was the draft lottery. So downstairs in the museum, they have art displays, and this is the one that's going to be running this year, 2018. Peter Max influenced me a lot in my artistic period in high school back in the 60s. It was ones like this that really drew me in. And of course, the influences in the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. You can see, if you watch that movie, you can see a lot of this kind of thing. And probably why it struck such a chord with me is because in '69, he was designing for the under 25s. And at that time, I was 16. Well, that ends my visit here to Bethel Woods, or the original site of Woodstock. And it's an interesting place, especially for somebody who really wanted to be here 49 years ago. So well worth it, me finding a campsite at Happy Days Campground for the 3 days between when I actually got here and when they were open. But after May 1st, they'll be open again 7 days a week. So if you happen to be down near Bethel, you may want to stop in and check it out. So I'm going to get back on the road and see what I find. See you later, YouTube. These should say Portisan. Seriously.